What are nootropics? What if there was a drug you could use to make you smarter and more efficient? Nootropics are natural supplements or drugs that have a beneficial effect on the brain function of healthy people. They are natural or synthetic substances that can be taken to improve mental performance in humans. They're also known as smart drugs and are also sometimes called cognition enhancers. It is usually regarded as a substance that enhances cognition and memory and facilitates learning. But what do these nootropics really do, and how do they do it? Make sure you stay until the end of this video to find out. You may be a college student hoping to ace your next set of exams, a busy professional striving for a promotion in your place of work, or a creative needing a little mental boost. The idea of taking a pill that boosts your brain power might seem a little appealing. The term nootropics was coined by a Roman psychologist and chemist, Cornelio Gyurga, in 1972. It's Greek for mind and turn, which also means to bend or shape the mind. In the competitive world we are in today, we all want an edge over the next person. Whether you want to impress your boss in your place of work, or you want to be the student with the highest grade in your class, and several other scenarios. Just a few years ago, smart drugs seemed like science fiction and something that is not likely to occur in the near future. But now, it has become more of a reality with the existence of nootropics. You've most likely heard about how entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley are taking these smart drugs to make them more efficient. And as we all know about the nature of Silicon Valley and its competitiveness, it might seem necessary for these guys. We should also note some of these drugs have proven to have biological effects, both good and bad. The beneficial effects have been proven in people who have deficits. Of course, these drugs don't have the same effects as the NZT drug from the 2014 movie Limitless, starring Bradley Cooper, but they are more like the real-life version of the drug. There has been research into the nature of nootropics, and so far, they appear to be inconclusive on exactly how the drugs stimulate the mind. Early research indicates they may act on a variety of different systems within the body simultaneously. One good explanation is that they may increase blood flow to the brain, which then allows the brain to use more oxygen. Some nootropics may raise the body's adrenaline levels and produce effects similar to consuming large amounts of caffeine, which means people can stay wide awake for extended periods of time. Some nootropics also increase the amount of certain chemicals, neurotransmitters, such as dopamine, which are then released in parts of the brain that is associated with dependence. Drugs that help enhance cognition are generally divided into three groups: attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD medications, eugeroics, and nootropic supplements. Eugeroics are psychotropic drugs that improve wakefulness and alertness and reduce tiredness. Stimulants are the commonly prescribed medications for ADHD patients. These are usually the first set of drugs that are to be used for ADHD treatment. These drugs may sometimes be called central nervous system (CNS) stimulant medications. The way these stimulations work is by increasing the amounts of hormones like dopamine and norepinephrine in the brain. The effect of this, as explained earlier, decreases fatigue and improves concentration that is commonly associated with ADHD patients. So I already explained nootropics earlier, and in short, they are substances that are proven to enhance brain health and cognitive performance. And I also said that there are various substances that could be classified as nootropics, and they produce a range of health benefits from attention, focus, mood, alertness, memory, all the way to stress resistance. Now, obviously, there is no single nootropic that can benefit you in so many different ways at once. Otherwise, we'd all be running around like Bradley Cooper's character in the movie Limitless. Understanding how nootropics work may be harder to determine as a result of the brain's complexity. Researchers have proposed that nootropics appear to function across multiple brain pathways, getting the best out of the brain's various structures and functions in many different ways. Relative to other mammalian brains, the human brain stands out as being exceptional by having an overdeveloped cerebral cortex, and this represents over 80% of the total brain mass, containing over 100 billion neurons, each attached to a concentric neural network of cell-to-cell connections and interactions. The unique size and complexity of the human brain gives us a uniquely complex cognitive capacity, the one that allows us to think independently and abstractly. Science has made tremendous advancements in understanding how the brain works. However, much of its functions are still a mystery. When the various structures of the brain are healthy and its pathways are operating in an optimal manner, better cognition seems to follow. Even in cases where nootropics are shown to improve cognitive functions in human research, The researchers often don't know exactly how the nootropics were able to produce such results. As a result of this, researchers can only suggest the possible mechanisms of an action. Nootropics benefits the body in several ways. The human brain consumes about 20% of the body's energy. That's a pretty significant demand from a small organ. Nootropics have a way of optimizing the way brain cells use energy by increasing glucose and oxygen supplies. It more or less gives your brain an energy boost. Nootropics have also been proven to help in balancing your mood. It helps you to reduce your feelings of anxiety, amongst others. Research suggests that creatine, an amino acid, may aid short-term memories in healthy individuals. Creatine is quite common in memory-enhancing nootropics. Nootropic supplements can help you when you're experiencing poor quality of sleep, and they also reduce our stress levels. There are various ingredients used in nootropics, and they're mostly natural plant extracts and herbs, as well as a blend of vitamins and minerals. The most common ingredients include alpha-GPC and huperzine A, and they help improve cognitive functioning and better learning performance. But here's the catch. Researchers have found out that these nootropics perform better when they are combined with antioxidants. Now, just a little side note. Antioxidants are molecules that restrain free radicals from taking electrons and causing adverse effects. Antioxidants give an electron to a free radical without undermining themselves, thereby reducing the occurrence of oxidative stress. This means antioxidants are basically chemical properties that act as an electron donor. There are also ingredients like L-theanine that helps produce alpha waves that are associated with wakeful relaxation. This essentially means that you are alert and, at the same time, you're calm. This kind of ingredient comes in handy when you just want to chill. Let us also talk about L-tyrosine as an ingredient. This ingredient helps reduce brain fog and improves mental focus. There are times when you may be stressed and you just need that right amount of focus to get the job done. There are also a wide variety of ingredients and their uses we could talk about in this video, but I really don't want to bore you guys with that. Of course, none of these nootropic supplements make use of all the ingredients associated with enhancing cognitive performance in their drugs, but they combine a few of these ingredients for a specific purpose. It could be to improve alertness, or to reduce stress and tiredness, or just to make you alert yet calm. You may be thinking, what if we combine all the ingredients used in making all of the nootropics into one pill? No, you won't be limitless. Now, that may be a fairly insightful thought, but that won't work. Have you also wondered why there are different brands of drugs that perform the same functions despite having different ingredients? Well, this is because each ingredient complements each other, and an addition of another ingredient in the mix may offset the function of the other ingredients. So you should note that not all ingredients actually go together. It's all about finding the right mix of ingredients for the specific purpose you want the drugs to perform. For example, you cannot combine the ingredients of a drug that will make you physically active with the drug that will make you be alert yet calm. This may produce devastating effects if not careful. There are definitely people who combine 2 or more nootropic supplements as their cognitive booster regularly. This is fairly common in Silicon Valley. They all want to meet up with the physical and mental demands of their work, but this is not advisable. If you intend to combine 2 or more nootropic supplements, you should try and check for the ingredients and make sure that none of the ingredients are harmful when combined with each other. Now, let's talk about the side effects of these nootropics. These side effects may vary from person to person. Just like any other medication, there may be adverse effects when nootropics are not taken in the proper manner, or if a person is allergic to any of the ingredients. The most common side effects include headaches, restfulness, fatigue, and diarrhea. This is a side effect of nootropics that improves wakefulness. There is also the case of tiredness, dizziness, and memory loss, and this is usually associated with pyricetam. It's often used in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease and age-related impairment. There are cases of anxiety, stomach pain, and nausea when the nootropic supplements are abused or when they're not taken properly. Students looking to study and adults looking to get ahead at work may sometimes get addicted to these supplements as a result of their benefits. This will most likely lead to substance abuse and may produce adverse effects if care is not taken. There have been cases with some nootropic supplements containing inexpensive ingredients, like B vitamins, that may look good on the label, but may be a challenge for even healthy people to fully absorb and digest. Excesses of B vitamins can produce gastric side effects that can be quite unpleasant or completely disruptive. Some nootropics may be poorly balanced in their formation and may draw down on the brain's chemicals, such as neurotransmitters, essentially borrowing from your future and leaving you a few hours down the road in a worse place than where you started. Nootropic supplements are slowly gaining popularity. Whether you want them for productivity or alertness, you should be able to find the right blend for you. If you want to try out the #1 nootropic Unlimitter, you can click the link in the description and enter the code YouTube10 to get 10% off your order. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you found this video informative, and also make sure to subscribe to get more insightful videos like this. Thank you, and bye for now.